With three phase 3 clinical trials underway for a COVID-19 vaccine, researchers want more minorities to take part in the studies. Archith Seshadri reports.
Georgia's state health department says half of COVID-19 deaths are people of color, mostly African American and Hispanic.
The importance of recruiting minorities into studies is primarily you want to be sure that the most affected populations are represented. You also want to see if there's any differences in those populations.
But Emory doctors say not enough minorities are represented in vaccine trials.
We're now applying that learning from HIV into COVID, and we've been working with community groups.
Health experts say it boils down to trust in communities of color, using examples of previous trials like HIV and syphilis.
For example, I participated in an HIV study in which they would say you cannot enroll another white person until you enroll two Black or two Hispanic individuals.
Researchers want to enroll people older than 65 and at least 30% of minorities in the COVID-19 vaccine studies.
I think what we're seeing is a disproportionate impact of COVID on communities of color. It's also not only where we live, but where we work that puts us at risk as well.
If and when we have a vaccine ready, if you didn't have enrollment of minorities, then people are going to say, well, why should I put the vaccine in myself? And the reality is we need minorities to be the first in line for the vaccine.
Emory is partnering up with community groups to expand minority outreach.
Our recruitment team is primarily African American and Hispanic individuals who can actually go to the community. They look like the community. They can then talk to people in the community.
Reporting in Atlanta, Archith Seshadri, Atlanta Bureau Chief.